Hello everyone and welcome back to Innovative Science Tutorials. Students, today we are going to start the next part of the topic respiration in plants, and in this video we are going to cover three topics. That is, the first one is differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Second, respiration in plants, and the third one, differences between the process of photosynthesis and respiration. So let us start with the first one, that is differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration in plants. Now children, the first point of difference is very clear, that is the process of aerobic respiration utilizes oxygen, but the process of anaerobic respiration, it does not utilize oxygen. Okay. Next, if we talk about the breakdown of food, then in aerobic respiration there is complete breakdown of food molecules or glucose, that is C6H12O6. Okay. Now, this glucose is completely broken down in aerobic respiration, but in anaerobic respiration there is incomplete breakdown of the food molecules or the glucose. Third point children, the products which are formed in case of aerobic respiration apart from energy include carbon dioxide and water, isn't it? Yes, in the previous video we have learned that during the process of aerobic respiration, glucose molecule, so let me write it down for you children, C6H12O6 plus 6 molecules of oxygen gas, okay, and the process is what? It is called cellular respiration. So oxidation of glucose takes place here, and what are the products formed? 6CO2 plus 6 molecules of water and 38 ATP of energy. So this is about aerobic respiration. So here you can clearly see that carbon dioxide and water are the products apart from energy. Actually, these are the byproducts. In case of plants children, anaerobic respiration is completely different. Why? Because there is incomplete breakdown of glucose. We studied in the point number 2. So here the products that will be formed include, so C6H12O6, this is your glucose, undergoes anaerobic respiration, I am writing in short, and the products will be 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, then 2 ATP plus 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol, that is 2C2H5OH. This is also known as ethanol. Okay, ethyl alcohol or ethanol, they are the same thing. So here in this case, in anaerobic respiration in plants, the products are ethanol, carbon dioxide and 2 ATP of energy. If we talk about ethanol and carbon dioxide children, these are the byproducts. What are they? They are the byproducts. As we have seen in case of aerobic respiration, the byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. Now let us come to the fourth point of difference. This is based upon the amount of energy that is liberated. Children, the amount of energy that is released during the process of aerobic respiration in plants is much higher than the amount of energy released during anaerobic respiration in plants. In aerobic respiration, a total of 38 ATP of energy molecules are released, but in anaerobic respiration only 2 molecules of ATP are released. I hope this is clear. You can see that there is a lot of difference. 38 minus 2, that is 36. 36 ATP का difference है यहाँ पे. It's a very big difference, okay, in terms of energy. Now let us proceed to the next topic. Now the next one is respiration in plants. So children, here we are going to study the various steps that are involved in the process of respiration. Actually, respiration in plants or animal or microorganism, it is not a single step process, okay? It is a multi-step process, and in case of plants children, there are a total of 4 steps involved in the process of respiration. So let us study them one by one. The first step is diffusion of oxygen. In order to understand this children, I am taking you back to the anatomy of leaf, the structure of leaf, which I taught you in the topic photosynthesis of this chapter. So we all know, suppose this is a leaf children, Okay, suppose this is a leaf, so this is the upper surface of the leaf. Okay, that is also known as the ventral surface of the leaf. और हम लोगों को क्या पता है, वेंट्रल सरफेस में जो स्टोमाटा का नंबर होता है वो कम होता है, बट दीज आर द स्टोमाटा. So singular stoma. Similarly, there are numerous stomata on the lower surface or the dorsal surface of the leaf. Lower surface को ही हम लोग dorsal surface भी बोलते हैं. मैं दोनों लिख देती हूँ, तो dorsal और lower surface of the leaf. Okay, so I'm not writing the complete thing. There are also numerous stomata, beta. We cannot see, the lower portion is hidden in this diagram. So let us understand that how the diffusion of oxygen takes place through the stomata of the leaves. Now suppose this leaf is surrounded by what? Surrounding, this surrounding of the leaf is actually its atmosphere. ठीक है, और एटमोस्फेयर में बहुत सारे गैसेस होते हैं इंक्लूडिंग ऑक्सीजन, दैट इज 21%. नाउ ऑक्सीजन from this atmosphere will diffuse into the leaf through these stomata. Okay children, so this is how oxygen is taken from the atmosphere for the process of respiration by the plants. Okay, in a plant there are lots of leaves, lots of stomata, and through the stomata diffusion of oxygen into the leaf occurs. Okay, now let us move on to the next one. Now once the oxygen is diffused into the plant body through the leaves, next what happens beta, next the glucose will be broken down, and breaking down of the glucose is called what? It is called oxygen. I hope this is clear. So this forms the second step. This was the first one, this is the second step. Now after the oxidation or breakdown of glucose, the third step is the release of energy. So energy will be released from the cells of the plant body. Fourth step, along with the energy, some byproducts such as carbon dioxide and water will be released. Okay, we have already learnt about this. So if there is aerobic respiration, then carbon dioxide and water will be released. So since we are learning about the normal process of respiration, that is why it is mentioned here, carbon dioxide and water. So these are the four steps, that is diffusion of oxygen from the atmosphere through the stomata, first one. Second, breaking or oxidation of glucose molecule. Third, release of energy. And the fourth, formation of byproducts such as carbon dioxide and water. So these four steps together make up the entire process of respiration in plants. So let us move on to the last topic of this video, that is differences between respiration and photosynthesis. It is actually the comparison. Okay beta, it is actually the comparison between photosynthesis and respiration. So let us see the first one. Carbon dioxide is used up and oxygen is released during the process of photosynthesis. Okay, but in respiration reverse happens. respiration में क्या होता है, ऑक्सीजन होता है और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज होता है. अगर हम लोग फोटोसिंथेसिस का रिएक्शन को ध्यान से देखें, ठीक है, नॉट दिस, जस्ट अ सेकंड चिल्ड्रन, अगर हम लोग फोटोसिंथेसिस के रिएक्शन को ध्यान से देखेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा कि फोटोसिंथेसिस का जो रिएक्शन है वो बिल्कुल रेस्पिरेशन के रिएक्शन से ऑपोजिट है. सो सपोज दिस इज द सिंपल इक्वेशन व्हिच यू यूज इन स्टैंडर्ड 7. ओके, व्हेन यू विल गो टू स्टैंडर्ड 10 दिस विल चेंज इनटू 12. Okay, you will come to know later on. For the time being, so 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O in presence of chlorophyll. Okay, with the help of chlorophyll in presence of sunlight will give what? It will give C6H12O6 plus 6 molecules of oxygen gas. Now when reverse this equation children, if you reverse this equation you will get the equation for respiration. मतलब फोटोसिंथेसिस का जो रिएक्शन है वो रेस्पिरेशन के रिएक्शन के बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट है. तो आप ये वाला जो प्रोडक्ट्स है उसको रिएक्टेंट साइड में भेज दो, इधर वाला रिएक्टेंट्स को इधर भेज दो, तो ये इक्वेशन सेम इक्वेशन बन जाएगा रेस्पिरेशन का इक्वेशन. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. सो व्हाट आई वाज टेलिंग यू दैट ड्यूरिंग फोटोसिंथेसिस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज यूज्ड oxygen is released. But during respiration, reverse happens. Oxygen is used up and carbon dioxide is released. Photosynthesis occurs only in presence of light, but respiration occurs at all time, means 24 hours होगा, ठीक है. So if you have any misconception here, remove it today, clear it today. respiration 24 hours होता है बेटा, लेकिन photosynthesis केवल तब होगा जबकि light available होगा, चाहे वो artificial light हो या फिर sunlight हो. So let us proceed to the next one, that is photosynthesis occurs in plants and some bacteria, but respiration occurs in all living organisms, isn't it? क्योंकि रेस्पिरेशन का क्लोरोफिल से कोई रिश्ता नाता नहीं है, जबकि फोटोसिंथेसिस का है. फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए क्लोरोफिल का होना बहुत जरूरी है, जो कि हर एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में नहीं प्रेजेंट रहता है. सिर्फ ग्रीन प्लांट्स और ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी या फिर जिसको हम लोग साइनोबैक्टीरिया बोलते हैं उसमें प्रेजेंट रहता है. सो दिस इज द सेकेंड पॉइंट. नाउ थर्ड वन चिल्ड्रन, फोटोसिंथेसिस रिजल्ट्स इन गेन ऑफ ड्राई वेट ऑफ प्लांट्स. फोटोसिंथेसिस के दौरान, इस प्रोसेस के दौरान क्या होता है? ग्लूकोज का फॉर्मेशन होता है. ग्लूकोज का फॉर्मूला क्या है? C6H12O6, ठीक है, C6H12O6. लेकिन अगर हम लोग ध्यान से देखें इस चीज को, ग्लूकोज के फॉर्मेशन के लिए छोटे छोटे मॉलिक्यूल्स का जरूरत पड़ा, जैसे 6CO2 प्लस 6H2O. ये दोनों तो ग्लूकोज के मॉलिक्यूल से बहुत स्मॉल है बेटा, तो स्मॉलर मॉलिक्यूल्स मिला के क्या बनाए? लार्ज मॉलिक्यूल. इसीलिए क्या हुआ? गेन इन ड्राई वेट हुआ. लेकिन रेस्पिरेशन में तो बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट होता है. कैसे ऑपोजिट होता है? रेस्पिरेशन में ग्लूकोज का क्या होता है? ब्रेक डाउन हो जाता है. तो ब्रेक डाउन होने के बाद जो प्रोडक्ट्स बनता है वो होता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर और 38 ATP. लेट अस से कि हम लोग एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, तो ये ग्लूकोज क्या होगा? ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा. ग्लूकोज बड़ा था लेकिन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर जो है ये तो बड़ा नहीं है, तो स्मॉलर मॉलिक्यूल्स है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? वेट का लॉस होगा, ड्राई वेट का लॉस होगा इन केस ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन इन प्लांट्स. अब हम लोग बढ़ते हैं फोर्थ पॉइंट की तरफ. In photosynthesis beta, during the process of photosynthesis, glucose is produced which is utilized by the plants. But in case of respiration, glucose is broken down to obtain energy. मतलब यहाँ पे ग्लूकोज का फॉर्मेशन होता है फोटोसिंथेसिस में, लेकिन रेस्पिरेशन में ग्लूकोज का ब्रेक डाउन होता है. नाउ लेट अस मूव ऑन टू द लास्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज द फिफ्थ वन. अगर हम लोग रॉ मटेरियल्स का बात करें तो फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस द रॉ मटेरियल्स आर वाटर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड and sunlight. Okay, all together they prepare the food, that is glucose, with the help of chlorophyll. यहाँ पे जो मेन रॉ मटेरियल है वो है वाटर और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. लेकिन अगर हम लोग रेस्पिरेशन की बात करें तो the raw material for respiration is glucose. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. और ये ग्लूकोज कहाँ से आया? फोटोसिंथेसिस से ही तो आया ना. अब सारे पॉइंट्स को देख के एक और बहुत पॉइंट हम लोग कंक्लूड करते हैं कि फोटोसिंथेसिस कैसा प्रोसेस है? ये एक एनाबॉलिक प्रोसेस है. और रेस्पिरेशन कैसा प्रोसेस है बेटा? दिस इज अ कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस. नाउ व्हाट इज एनाबॉलिक मीनिंग? एनाबॉलिक processes are those processes in which there is formation of any product, but catabolic processes are those processes such as respiration where there is breakdown of any product or any substance. So in this case there is breakdown of glucose. So students, with this we come to the end of this session. See you all very soon in the next part of this video, that will be about the various experiments related to respiration in plants. Thank you.